Hello, and welcome or welcome back to Passages 22 YouTube channel. Today we have been directed to the book Theta Healing Introducing an Extraordinary Energy Healing Modality by ViannaStibal. We have been directed to page 48 for the passage entitled The Principles of Healing. This basic healing technique can be utilized on children who have hurt themselves and need immediate attention. It is powerful to use on your family for any given situation. It is wonderful to take away a headache, to remove back pain, and to command all pain to be gone. This healing technique will change your life. Verbal consent. The question often arises as to what maladies you can heal without a person's verbal consent. If the person being worked on is unconscious or is in an emergency state, you can ask their higher self for permission to work on them. There are other healing techniques in this book that deal with chromosomal changes, DNA, or subconscious programming. These techniques require the verbal consent of the person being worked on. This must be respected. However, you can send unconditional love to a person at any time, which brings us to unconditional love. In order to make a molecular change in the body, one must have energy. This is a fact that goes all the way down to the smallest particle, the atom. In order for a molecule to form, it must have energy to put together the atoms that make it what it is. Knowing that it is energy that makes changes on a molecular level, there must be energy available to create this or any change. So, in order for a cell to change and heal in the body, it must have the energy to do so. The body has two ways of forming this energy: heat and enzymes. Any change in the body is created by heat and enzymes, unless the change is made through the creator of all that is. When you go up to the creator of all that is for a healing, you reach up and grab the energy of unconditional love and put it in the body. This enables the body to have the energy it needs to make changes. Just commanding the body to heal on its own forces it to use its own mechanics for the energy, and these resources are generally not enough. For instance, if you command a bone to heal without extra energy, it will strip calcium from the surrounding resources of the body to comply with the command. You may ask, how much of this energy do I use? It only takes one atom of unconditional love to make any change in the body. For instance, when you make the command or request, creator of all that is, a change is commanded or requested in this body, you will automatically see energy coming into the body to make the change. In the beginners classes, we teach people a step-by-step process to visualize going up and gathering the love. But as the brain gets used to what it is supposed to be visualizing, the process will happen automatically. In the end, it is your ability to witness that brings the healing into the now. The Creator does the healing. You witness it. There is a law in physics that says nothing exists unless it is witnessed. Blocking beliefs. Many people are ready for instantaneous healing on their body. If the body does not receive instantaneous healing when given the command, there is a subconscious program blocking it. This program must be found and changed. As long as the healer keeps themselves from becoming discouraged, the Creator will assist them to find that feeling, emotion, or belief by using the Creator's wisdom or the wisdom of the person. The mind, body, and spirit of a person have a memory like a computer, and if you know the right questions to ask, these aspects of the person will tell you what needs to be released and replaced, or what feeling is missing. It is possible, however, that the healer will misinterpret these messages and become discouraged. Or perhaps the feeling of discouragement is not the healer's, but is projected from the person being healed. Perhaps that person does not know how to live without being discouraged and therefore has lost hope. It is my conviction that there are only a few feelings and emotions and beliefs for every specific healing. It is my understanding that disease is caused by having certain belief programs over a long period of time. Once these beliefs are cleared, the disease leaves. Clearing it is simple, since it is designed to get your attention to tell you that something is out of synchronicity within the body, out of focus, or out of balance. You simply rebalance it. Communication with the Creator. It is also my conviction that theta healing is not just clearing illness, it is also a way for mankind to communicate with the Creator of all that is. The goal is to clear the body, mind, and soul of enough burdening beliefs so that we can have pure and unadulterated communication with the Creator. If you imagine ascending high above your body, you will be gathering the love of all that is and will be assisted by that love in doing your healings. Once you connect to all that is energy of the Creator, you go through what is called the electromagnetic field of the earth. When you go beyond this field, you come to a place that is past the laws of karma, past the areas that block you from becoming into an area of unconditional love. Always bring the essence of this love into the healing. Healing is accomplished from a place of unconditional love. Never forget that undeniable fact. Healing is not done to prove a point or to demonstrate your ability to heal. Attachment. Expect that the person will heal, but do not be attached to the outcome. The Creator of all that is the healer. So give up the outcome to the creative force. Say to your client, the Creator of all that is the healer. Let's see what happens. If you don't achieve the results you want, it indicates that there is belief work still to be done. The witness and intention. Witnessing the healing being done is a very important part of the process. Going up and commanding it to be done is one thing. Watching it be done is another. Only after you have witnessed the healing process is it done. I have many people tell me that as long as the healer intends to do it, it is done. But there is a big difference between intending to do something and doing it. I can intend to pick up my keys all day long, and I can intend to be helpful to my husband. It doesn't mean that I actually have walked over and picked up my keys, nor does it mean that I have necessarily done anything to help my husband. When you go into the body, you must watch the process that you have commanded being done until it is finished. And you are there to witness it in action. Without action, nothing happens. There is a distinct difference between thinking about doing something, procrastinating, and actually doing it, both physically and metaphysically. It is said that the road to hell is paved with good intentions, but the bad reputation of intentions is not entirely deserved. Science shows that intentions are somewhat related to later behavior, but only modestly. Good intentions account for only about 20 to 30% of the variance in the desired behavior. Of course, strong intentions have more influence than weak intentions, but both strong and weak often fail. Intention alone will not have the same effect as making the process a reality by properly witnessing the co-creative energy in the body of your client or in your own body. depending on the situation. Theta healing is centered on going beyond the intentions of the ego in the conscious mind to being the witness to the healing. When a healing is witnessed or observed, it is brought into this reality through genesis by observation. That has been a passage from the book Theta Healing, Introducing an Extraordinary Energy Healing Modality by ViannaStibal. This passage has been from the page 48 to the page 51. I do intend that this passage has been insightful and helpful for you. I am so thankful that you have tuned in to Passages 22 YouTube channel, and I do hope that our paths cross again soon.